What if the first full moon of 2025 could unlock hidden truths, spark profound transformations, and illuminate paths you never knew existed? As the night sky dons its luminous crown, the first full moon of the year rises as more than just a celestial spectacle. It is a spiritual invitation, a cosmic call to embrace the vast energy swirling around us. This is no ordinary lunar event. It marks a time when the universe seems to vibrate at a higher frequency, drawing out the threads of intuition, emotion, and transformation within us all. Throughout history, full moons have been revered as sacred moments of reflection and renewal, and this first lunation of 2025 is no exception. Its energy feels different, intensely vivid, almost alive, encouraging us to look within and uncover the fire that burns quietly in our souls. This fire represents more than passion. It is the drive to navigate life's chaos, to face challenges with courage, and to transform confusion into clarity. Yet, this journey is not one of action alone. The full moon's light serves as a mirror, illuminating truths about ourselves that may have been hidden in shadow. It beckons us to examine our dreams, face our emotions with honesty, and trust the quiet whispers of our intuition. In the midst of this heightened energy, you may find yourself reflecting on patterns, relationships, and decisions that no longer align with who you are becoming. This lunar phase brings an invitation to embrace contradictions, to feel deeply yet remain grounded, to explore dreams while confronting reality, and to find harmony within the chaos. Are you prepared to navigate the fire, face the mirrors, and unravel the mysteries this full moon offers? The answers lie not in the sky, but within you. If you're ready to explore this transformative energy and dive deeper into the magic of the full moon, let us know in the comments below. Share your thoughts, your questions, or your own lunar rituals. Don't forget to like this post if it resonated with you, and subscribe for more insights into the cosmic rhythms shaping our lives. Let's navigate the celestial tides together. Amplified energy and grounding. Imagine the first full moon of 2025 as a glowing lighthouse in the night, a beacon guiding us through a sea of shifting energies. Now, pair this celestial event with the rare 111 portal of January 11th, 2025, a day when the date aligns in perfect symmetry, forming a powerful energetic doorway. Together, these two cosmic forces amplify the energy of the universe, like an orchestra swelling to its crescendo. This alignment is not merely a poetic coincidence. It is a cosmic event that magnifies the vibrations around us, heightening our sensitivity, intuition, and emotional awareness. This amplified energy can feel like an electric current running through the atmosphere, invigorating for some, but overwhelming for others. You might notice your thoughts racing like a storm of fireflies, or your emotions bubbling to the surface like a simmering pot. While this heightened state can spark creativity, self-discovery, and spiritual insight, it can also leave us feeling unsteady, as though we are walking on shifting sands. This is why grounding becomes essential, like planting sturdy roots to keep from being swept away by the cosmic winds. Grounding is the art of anchoring yourself to the present moment, ensuring that you remain steady amidst the whirlwind of energy. It's like being a tree in a storm. Your branches may sway, but your roots hold firm in the earth. One of the most accessible grounding techniques is meditation. Picture yourself sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and taking slow, deliberate breaths. As you breathe in, imagine pulling energy from the earth up into your body. As you exhale, Visualize releasing any tension or chaotic energy back into the ground. This simple practice is like hitting the pause button on a racing mind, allowing your thoughts to settle like fallen leaves. Another effective way to ground yourself is by connecting directly with nature. The earth has a calming, stabilizing energy that can help you find your center. A walk through the forest, feeling the crunch of leaves beneath your feet, or standing barefoot on soft grass can act as a gentle reminder that you are part of something greater. Nature, with its quiet wisdom, teaches us the beauty of balance, how trees sway with the wind without breaking, how rivers flow around obstacles instead of resisting them. These moments outdoors are more than a break from routine. They are a reconnection to the natural rhythms that restore harmony within us. For those unable to immerse themselves in nature, simple acts can also bring grounding. Holding a crystal like hematite or black tourmaline can help anchor your energy, as these stones are believed to absorb excess vibrations. You might also light a candle and focus on its steady flame, a small but potent reminder of stability amidst chaos. Journaling is another tool that can ground your thoughts. Pouring your emotions onto paper not only helps you process them, but also acts as a tether, pulling scattered feelings into a clear and manageable form. Quick tips can also make a difference when the energy feels overwhelming. Drinking a warm cup of herbal tea, like chamomile or peppermint, can soothe frayed nerves, while a quick stretch or yoga session helps release tension stored in the body. If you feel flooded with emotions, a simple grounding mantra like, "I am here, I am safe, I am grounded," can act as an anchor, pulling you back to the present moment. Even a few moments of mindfulness, like focusing on the texture of an object in your hand or the rhythm of your breath, can create a sense of stability amidst the swirling energies. As you navigate this unique alignment of the full moon and the 111 portal, remember that grounding isn't about shutting out the amplified energy. It's about learning to dance with it. This heightened state offers an incredible opportunity for growth, reflection, and transformation, much like the moment just before a bow releases an arrow. It's full of potential energy waiting to be directed. By grounding yourself, you become a skilled archer, able to focus that energy with precision and intent. It's also important to honor the balance of this time. While the amplified energy may push you to dream big or dive into deep introspection, grounding reminds you to remain tethered to reality, to nourish your body and mind with rest and care. Think of it as walking a tightrope, where focus and stability keep you moving forward without losing your balance. In the days leading up to and following this full moon, take time to listen to what your body and spirit need. Whether it's a quiet meditation session, a walk under the stars, or simply placing your hands on your heart and breathing deeply, these small acts of grounding are like lanterns, lighting your way through this energetic portal. This powerful alignment between the full moon and the 111 portal is not here to overwhelm you, but to help you align with your highest potential. It's an invitation to explore the energy coursing through your life, not by fighting against it, but by grounding yourself firmly within it. Just as a tree stands tall because of its deep roots, you too can navigate this transformative energy with strength and grace. If this resonates with you, try grounding yourself tonight. Take a deep breath, feel the earth beneath your feet, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Share your grounding rituals or experiences in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more cosmic insights. Together, let's embrace this amplified energy and find balance amidst the beautiful chaos. The power of fire, intentions and risks. Fire, a timeless symbol of transformation, stands as one of the most powerful elements we can call upon during this full moon. Its flickering flames whisper ancient stories of creation and destruction, a dance between light and shadow that mirrors the dual nature of our own lives. During this heightened time, fire becomes a potent ally for amplifying intentions. Lighting a candle with purpose, for instance, can feel like planting a seed in fertile ground, each spark carrying your desires into the universe like dandelion seeds carried by the wind. The flame becomes a living symbol of your intent, a beacon of focus and energy that burns brightly in the vast expanse of possibility. But as mesmerizing as fire can be, it is not a force to take lightly. Just as a single spark can illuminate a dark room or ignite a forest blaze, fire's power to amplify is indiscriminate. It magnifies not only your hopes and dreams, but also unresolved emotions, unspoken fears, and lingering doubts. Imagine pouring water into a pot already simmering on the stove. If the water is clear and clean, it blends seamlessly, but if it's murky, it clouds the entire pot. Similarly, lighting a candle or manifesting with unresolved emotions can muddy your intentions, sending out mixed signals to the universe and even drawing chaotic energy into your life. Before working with fire, it's essential to clear your inner and outer space. Begin by reflecting on your emotions, those quiet whispers in the background of your mind. Are you carrying anger, sadness, or anxiety? These emotions are like uninvited guests at your ceremony, and unless they are acknowledged and addressed, they can disrupt the flow of energy you're trying to create. Acknowledging these feelings doesn't mean indulging in them, but simply recognizing their presence, much like noticing clouds in the sky without trying to chase them away. Cleansing your physical space is equally important. Imagine your room or altar as a canvas and fire as the paintbrush. If the canvas is cluttered or stained, your masterpiece may lose its clarity. Start with a simple cleansing ritual. Open a window to let in fresh air and use tools like sage, Palo Santo, or even a bowl of salt water to clear stagnant energy. Visualize the smoke or the salt drawing out negativity, much like a magnet pulling iron filings, leaving the space feeling lighter and more open. Once you've cleared your space and centered your emotions, you can engage with fire in a meaningful way. Here's a simple ritual to harmonize with its energy. Begin by lighting a small candle, preferably in a quiet, dimly lit space where you won't be disturbed. Choose a color that aligns with your intention: white for clarity, green for growth, red for passion, or blue for peace. Sit comfortably in front of the flame, watching its gentle dance. Take deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, feeling the warmth of the flame as if it's warming your spirit from within. Close your eyes and visualize your intention as vividly as possible. See it as a completed reality, something you can touch, feel, and celebrate. Let the flame symbolize the energy fueling this vision, steadily guiding it to fruition. Speak your intention aloud, as if sending a letter directly to the universe. Keep your words simple and heartfelt. Clarity is key. When you're ready, extinguish the flame with gratitude. Imagine your intention carried upward with the smoke, released into the cosmos to take root and grow. It's also wise to incorporate a final cleansing element to the ritual, especially if the energy feels heavy. For example, you can wash your hands with cold water or place your palms over your heart, silently affirming, "I release what no longer serves me. I am free, I am clear, I am grounded." This final act ensures that you've set intentions from a place of balance rather than chaos. While fire holds immense transformative power, it is a reminder that with great power comes great responsibility. Manifesting without addressing unresolved emotions or cleansing your space can lead to unintended outcomes, like planting seeds in rocky soil. They may sprout, but they'll struggle to thrive. Think of fire as a wise and ancient teacher. It can light your path, but only if you approach it with respect, care, and clarity of purpose. During this full moon, as the night sky glows with the moon's brilliance, the flame of a candle can serve as your personal star, guiding your intentions with its unwavering light. But always remember, fire does not just burn, it purifies, transforms, and reveals. Approach it with humility, and it will amplify the best within you. Neglect its dual nature, and it may illuminate what you'd rather keep hidden. So, take your time, reflect, cleanse, and ground yourself before striking the match. When you do, know that the flame you kindle is not just fire. It is focus, passion, and the energy of transformation made visible. What will you choose to illuminate with this ancient power? Share your thoughts or your favorite fire rituals in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more ways to align with the energy of the cosmos. Let your inner light burn brightly. Mirrors, portals to inner truths. Mirrors, often seen as mere tools for physical reflection, hold a much deeper spiritual role, especially during periods of heightened energy like the full moon. Think of a mirror as a doorway, one that doesn't just reflect your outer appearance, but reveals the layers of your inner world. During times of amplified energy, such as the first full moon of 2025, these reflective surfaces can become portals, offering glimpses into our subconscious and revealing truths that we may not be ready to face. Like a calm lake that mirrors the sky, the surface of a mirror holds both the familiar and the unknown, ready to reflect whatever is placed before it. When the energy around us intensifies, our thoughts, emotions, and energies become more fluid, like water stirred in a river. Mirrors, with their ability to reflect not only light but also the unseen, can magnify the intensity of these energies. Gazing into a mirror during such times can stir deep, hidden emotions or awaken spiritual insights, but it can also invite unwanted influences. Imagine standing before a vast ocean. The more you gaze into its depths, the more you might encounter the currents and creatures lurking beneath the surface. In the same way, prolonged or unfocused gazing into a mirror can pull us into emotional or energetic realms we are not prepared to navigate. Why is this the case? Mirrors, especially in moments of heightened energy, can act as amplifiers for whatever is within us. Our emotional and mental states can be projected outward, becoming distorted or exaggerated in the reflective surface. Prolonged gazing can create a kind of spiritual vortex, drawing out unresolved emotions or memories that are better left undisturbed. Without the right intentions or preparation, mirrors can open the floodgates to energies that feel unfamiliar or unsettling. Think of a mirror as a magnifying glass. While it can reveal beautiful details, it can also focus and intensify the heat of emotions, causing them to spiral. To safely work with mirrors during these charged periods, it's important to approach them with caution and respect, just as you would with a powerful yet unpredictable force of nature. Start by setting clear intentions before you gaze into any reflective surface. Much like preparing for a deep meditation or ritual, decide beforehand what you seek, whether it is insight, clarity, or emotional release. Setting these intentions creates a boundary, a frame for the experience, ensuring that you are calling upon the mirror as a tool for growth and not as an unwitting vessel for chaos. One simple yet powerful way to use mirrors safely is through the practice of mirror meditation. Begin by placing yourself in a calm, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Light a candle or two to create a peaceful atmosphere, and position yourself before the mirror, making sure the room is dim enough to allow the candlelight to softly illuminate your face. Take a few deep breaths, grounding yourself in the present moment. Let your gaze fall gently on your reflection, but instead of focusing on the physical appearance, shift your attention inward. Allow the reflection to become a symbol of your deeper self, seeing not just what is on the surface, but what lies within. In this moment, you may notice subtle shifts or feelings arising, perhaps a thought or emotion that has long been hidden. Rather than becoming attached to these feelings, simply observe them. The mirror now serves as a tool for self-awareness, helping you to peel back layers and see your own essence with clarity. Another effective way to work with mirrors is through the ritual of cleansing before using them for deeper reflection. Just as we clear our physical space of clutter and debris, we must also cleanse the energies around us before gazing into a mirror. This ritual can be as simple as using sage or Palo Santo to clear the space, or even saying an affirmation like, "I cleanse this space of all energies that do not serve me, and I invite only clarity and truth into this reflection." This energetic cleansing acts as a safeguard, helping to ensure that you are inviting only positive, focused energy into your reflective practice. For those who are new to using mirrors in spiritual work, starting with short sessions is advisable. A few minutes of quiet, intentional gazing can provide insight and clarity without delving too deeply into the more complicated emotional or spiritual realms. The mirror should remain a tool for guidance, not a source of overwhelm. If you begin to feel uncomfortable or notice unsettling thoughts or emotions arising, it is important to step away and ground yourself. Walking barefoot on the earth or taking deep, calming breaths can help you release any unwanted energy and bring you back to the present moment. In times of heightened energy, such as the full moon, mirrors can offer profound insight and truth, but they must be used with care. They are not just reflective surfaces, they are portals, carrying the potential for deep self-discovery or unexpected emotional revelations. Approach them with intention, respect, and awareness, and you will be able to safely navigate the insights they provide. Like any tool of power, mirrors should be used with mindfulness, ensuring that you are prepared for whatever may be revealed. When handled with care, they become a sacred space for reflection, showing you not just the outer form, but the deeper truths waiting to be acknowledged. The mirror reflects what is, but it can also reflect what is hidden, providing an opportunity to heal, grow, and expand. So, next time you gaze into a mirror, remember to do so with a heart full of purpose and be ready to meet the truths that emerge, whether they are comforting or challenging. Vivid dreams and subconscious messages when the full moon rises, especially one as powerful as the first full moon of 2025. The energy around us intensifies, reaching deep into the quiet corners of our minds. During these times, dreams often become more vivid, like colorful paintings splashed across the canvas of our sleep. You might find yourself waking up with a feeling of having journeyed to distant lands or faced challenges that feel all too real. These dreams, more than just fleeting images, can feel heavy and alive, as if the moon itself has opened a gateway into your subconscious mind. But why do dreams become so much more intense and unsettling during this period. It's because the full moon has a way of magnifying the energies that lie dormant within us. Much like a magnifying glass that amplifies the smallest detail, the full moon illuminates our inner worlds, bringing our deepest thoughts, emotions, and fears to the surface. Yet while these dreams might feel strikingly real, it's important to remember that not all of them are prophetic. They are not messages from the future, but reflections of the present. Dreams during this time are like mirrors, showing us what's hidden in the shadows of our subconscious. They can be unsettling because they bring to light feelings, memories, or desires that we may not be fully aware of or prepared to face. It's like opening a closet door that you haven't dared to open in years, only to find it full of old, forgotten things. While it may feel uncomfortable at first, these dreams offer an opportunity for healing and growth. The moon doesn't ask us to fear what we see in these dreams, but to face them with curiosity, like an explorer uncovering ancient secrets. The key to understanding these vivid dreams is to approach them with mindfulness and discernment. Not every image or symbol holds a literal meaning, and not every unsettling dream is a warning of doom. Often, these dreams are symbolic, carrying deeper messages from our inner selves. For example, if you dream of being lost in a maze, it might not mean that you are physically lost, but rather that you are feeling uncertain about a decision or path in your waking life. If you encounter a wild animal in your dream, it could symbolize untamed emotions or instincts that you have been neglecting. In this way, dreams act as storytellers, communicating through images and metaphors rather than clear words. To begin interpreting your dreams mindfully, start by recording them as soon as you wake up. Keep a journal by your bedside so you can capture the details before they fade like morning fog. Write down everything you remember: colors, feelings, people, and objects. Even the smallest details can provide valuable insight into the overall meaning. Once you have your dream written down, take a moment to reflect on it without judgment. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and allow the dream to unfold in your mind like a movie. What emotions did you feel during the dream? Were there moments of fear, relief, confusion, or joy? These emotions are often the keys to understanding the deeper messages the dream is trying to convey. Next, try to look at the dream from a symbolic perspective. What objects or themes stood out? Did you see water, animals, or certain colors? Each symbol has its own potential meaning. Water, for example, is often connected to emotions and the unconscious mind, while animals can represent our instincts or unexamined qualities. Sometimes, the environment of the dream, like being in a dark forest or standing on a cliff, can point to areas in your waking life where you feel uncertain or overwhelmed. Keep in mind that your dreams are uniquely yours, so there is no one-size-fits-all interpretation. Trust your intuition to guide you toward the meaning that resonates most deeply with you. It's also important to honor the fact that some dreams may simply be a release of built-up emotions or stress. In times of heightened energy, our minds may become like pressure cookers, filled with unresolved feelings and thoughts. Dreams can act as a way for the subconscious to process and release this pressure, much like steam escaping from a kettle. If you experience particularly unsettling or chaotic dreams, try not to judge them harshly. Instead, recognize that they may be helping you release what no longer serves you. For those who want to go deeper into their dream work, a practice known as lucid dreaming can be incredibly powerful. Lucid dreaming is when you become aware that you are dreaming while still in the dream state, allowing you to consciously engage with the dream and even influence its direction. This practice can be a valuable tool for confronting fears, gaining clarity, or simply exploring your subconscious in a safe, controlled way. However, lucid dreaming requires practice and patience, so it's important to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to learn. If you find that your dreams are too overwhelming or difficult to understand, you can also seek guidance from spiritual practices such as meditation or visualization. Sitting quietly in meditation, focusing on your breath, and asking for clarity about your dreams can open up new channels of insight. Sometimes, the act of quieting the mind allows us to see the messages our dreams are offering, much like the calm after a storm reveals a clear sky. Revisiting the past. Discernment is key. The full moon, with its brilliant light shining across the sky, has a way of bringing things into focus, often things we'd rather leave behind in the shadows. Just as the moon's glow reveals the hidden contours of the night landscape, it can stir unresolved emotions, memories, and temptations to revisit past situations. These moments, long buried in the recesses of our minds, can resurface with a force that feels almost magnetic, pulling us back toward old patterns, relationships, or unresolved issues. In these moments, it's important to remember that the full moon doesn't only shine a light on the things we want to see. It illuminates everything, including the parts of ourselves we've tucked away. It's as though a door that was quietly closed has suddenly creaked open, and the past, like a long-forgotten guest, walks back into the room. But should we open that door again? Just because the past reappears doesn't mean it should be revisited. In fact, the full moon often invites us to reassess whether those old situations still have relevance in our lives, or if they are merely echoes, whispers from another time. Revisiting the past can feel like returning to a place that once felt safe, but now feels unfamiliar or even confining, like walking through an old childhood home and realizing that it no longer fits who you have become. Just as you would not wear clothes that no longer suit your body, it's important to ask whether reopening past doors will help or hinder your growth. We must discern whether we are returning to the past for healing and closure, or whether we are simply drawn to its familiar energy out of habit, comfort, or fear of the unknown. When we are tempted to look back, it's essential to approach the situation with discernment. Ask yourself if what lies behind is truly in alignment with who you are now. The full moon, acting like a magnifying glass on our emotional landscape, can reveal our desires and fears, making us more susceptible to patterns that no longer serve us. It's like standing at a crossroads. One path leads back to the past, and the other to the future. The temptation to revisit familiar roads can be strong, but we must ask, does going down this path bring us closer to our authentic self, or does it pull us back into old cycles that no longer reflect who we've become? Reconnecting with the past may feel like finding an old photograph of a person we used to be, but it's important to remember that the photograph only captures a moment. There is a whole life we've lived since then. To navigate these temptations, we can ask ourselves a series of reflective questions, each one acting as a compass to help us discern whether revisiting the past serves our growth or stifles it. The first question to consider is, what am I seeking by revisiting this situation? Are we searching for closure, understanding, or forgiveness, or are we simply longing for the comfort of something familiar? Understanding our motivations is the first step in ensuring that we are approaching the past from a place of self-awareness rather than emotional impulse. Another key question to ask is, has this situation changed? Or am I hoping for a different outcome without acknowledging the underlying patterns that led to its ending? Often we are drawn to past relationships or circumstances with the hope that this time will be different. However, the full moon's light encourages us to see things as they truly are. If the same patterns and behaviors are still present, then reopening that door may only bring us back to where we started. It's like trying to walk through a door that was once open, but now it is closed and locked. No matter how hard we try, we cannot enter unless the circumstances have truly changed. Another reflective question to consider is, am I prepared for the emotional impact of revisiting this part of my past? Just as looking into a mirror can reveal not just our reflection, but also parts of ourselves that we have avoided, revisiting old situations can stir deep emotions, both positive and negative. It's important to assess whether we are truly ready to confront these feelings or if we are simply seeking closure without the emotional readiness to handle what comes up. This awareness can help us prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally, ensuring that we approach the situation with caution and self-care. Finally, we must ask, will revisiting this part of my past allow me to move forward, or will it keep me stuck in a loop of nostalgia and regret? The full moon invites us to expand, to step into the future with a sense of purpose and clarity. Revisiting the past should not be an exercise in reliving old wounds or seeking answers that may never come. Instead, it should be a conscious choice to heal and release what no longer serves us. If revisiting the past does not lead to growth, but rather traps us in a cycle of longing, then perhaps it's time to close that door for good and look toward the horizon. In these moments of reflection, it's important to be kind to ourselves. The full moon may illuminate parts of our past that we have tried to forget, but it also gives us the opportunity to make new choices, to move forward with greater clarity. Like a gardener pruning a plant, we may need to remove the dead leaves of the past in order to allow new growth. Revisiting the past, when done with intention, can lead to healing, understanding, and growth. However, it must be approached with discernment, ensuring that we are opening doors that serve our highest good rather than staying stuck in old patterns. So, the next time you feel the pull of the past, take a deep breath and ask yourself these guiding questions. Trust your intuition and allow the full moon to help you navigate the crossroads of your life. Whether you choose to walk forward or take a step back, ensure that your decision is one that leads you toward growth, healing, and a brighter future. Managing emotional surges. During the full moon, especially one as powerful as the first full moon of 2025, the emotional tides can rise like the ocean's waves, swift and unstoppable. It's a time when feelings often surge to the surface, stirring deep, sometimes chaotic currents within us. Just as the moon influences the tides of the sea, it affects our internal landscapes, amplifying emotions that may have been simmering below the surface. These surges are natural, but they can also be overwhelming, leaving us feeling like we're caught in a storm of emotions, unable to stay grounded or centered. In these moments, it's crucial to remember that much like the ocean, these emotional waves are temporary. They rise and fall, and with the right tools, we can learn to navigate them without being swept away. The likelihood of emotional surges during the full moon comes from the intensified energy that surrounds us. Our thoughts and feelings become like a sponge, absorbing the powerful vibrations of the universe, and in turn, our emotions can feel heightened or exaggerated. You might find yourself feeling deeply connected to the people around you, or conversely, feeling irritable, moody, or unsettled by things that usually wouldn't affect you. It's as if a switch has been flipped, turning on a flood of emotional energy. This is not necessarily a negative thing, but it can be intense, like walking through a forest during a thunderstorm. The atmosphere is charged, unpredictable, and potentially overwhelming. So how do we manage this surge of emotions without getting lost in the storm? One of the most effective ways is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is like a sturdy boat in the middle of a choppy sea, helping you stay afloat while the waves of emotion crash around you. It's about staying present with what you are feeling, without judgment or resistance. Instead of trying to fight the emotions or suppress them, mindfulness encourages you to observe them, as if they are clouds passing through the sky. You might feel anger rising, sadness creeping in, or joy bubbling up. Rather than pushing these emotions away, mindfulness teaches us to sit with them, acknowledging their presence without becoming overwhelmed by them. You can practice mindfulness through simple techniques like focusing on your breath or noticing the sensations in your body. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you can gain a sense of control and calm even when the emotional tides are high. Another powerful way to navigate emotional surges is through journaling. Writing can be a release, a way to untangle the knot of thoughts and feelings that swirl inside us. It's like taking a messy, tangled ball of string and slowly unraveling it, piece by piece. When emotions surge, the mind often becomes cluttered, making it difficult to think clearly or make decisions. Journaling provides a safe space to pour out these thoughts and feelings, giving them form and structure. It's a way to process what is going on inside, much like sorting through a box of old memories, carefully examining each item and deciding what to keep and what to let go of. By putting pen to paper, you can separate yourself from the intensity of the emotions, observing them from a distance rather than being consumed by them. This act of reflection creates a sense of clarity, helping you see the root causes of your feelings and making them easier to understand. If you're new to journaling or unsure where to start, consider asking yourself some reflective questions. Begin with, "What am I feeling right now?" This simple question invites you to check in with your emotional state without judgment. You might discover that your feelings are more complex than they first seemed. What you thought was anger could actually be frustration, fear, or even sadness. Another useful question is, why do I think I'm feeling this way? Digging deeper into the reasons behind your emotions can bring awareness to hidden triggers or patterns that may be influencing your state of mind. You may realize that a past experience, an unmet expectation, or even the heightened energy of the full moon is causing these emotional surges. By recognizing these underlying causes, you can gain perspective and reduce the emotional intensity. Another journaling technique is to write a letter to yourself or to an emotion. For example, you could write a letter to your anger, frustration, or sadness, addressing it with compassion and understanding. This allows you to externalize your emotions, turning them into something you can engage with and process. Imagine writing a letter to a friend who is experiencing the same emotions. You would offer them understanding and kindness, so why not do the same for yourself? By doing so, you create space for self-compassion, which can soothe the emotional turbulence and help you move through it with greater ease. It's important to also take small, mindful actions to help calm your emotions. Just as a rainstorm can cool a hot, sticky day, small acts of self-care can cool the heat of intense emotions. Take a walk outside, allowing the natural world to ground you. Feel the earth beneath your feet and breathe deeply, letting the air clear your mind. You can also practice a simple grounding technique, such as focusing on your breath, placing your hands on your heart, and counting your breaths in and out. This physical act of grounding reconnects you to your body, helping to dissipate the emotional charge and bring you back to the present moment. During emotional surges, it's also helpful to remind yourself that you don't have to act on every emotion you feel. Emotions, like waves, come and go, and they don't need to dictate your actions. If you're feeling overwhelmed by anger, sadness, or confusion, give yourself permission to sit with those emotions without immediately reacting. It's like watching a storm from a safe distance, knowing that it will pass and that you don't need to rush toward it or run away from it. By embracing mindfulness, journaling, and grounding techniques, we can navigate the emotional surges of the full moon with greater ease and clarity. These practices help us stay afloat in the stormy seas of our emotions, allowing us to ride out the waves without getting lost in them. Remember, the full moon may intensify emotions, but it also offers us a chance to heal, release, and grow. By managing these emotional surges with awareness and compassion, we empower ourselves to move through them with grace and understanding, trusting intuition and spotting subtle signs. During the full moon, the energy in the air is charged with a vibrant force that can enhance our intuition, like a tuning fork resonating with the frequencies of our inner wisdom. It's as though the moonlight, which bathes the world in its silvery glow, also shines a light on the deeper layers of our consciousness, revealing hidden insights and truths we may not have noticed before. This period heightens our ability to listen to the subtle whispers of intuition, those quiet nudges that often get drowned out by the noise of our busy lives. Intuition is not a loud voice. It's more like the soft murmur of a river flowing beneath the surface, guiding us with its steady current. During the full moon, this current becomes stronger, urging us to pay attention to the signs and feelings that arise within us. Intuition operates like an internal compass, pointing us toward the right path, even when logic or external circumstances might suggest otherwise. It's a gentle knowing, often experienced as a gut feeling or a fleeting thought that doesn't quite make sense at first, but holds deep truth. The full moon amplifies this inner guidance, helping us to decipher the subtle signs the universe is offering us. It's as though the universe, knowing we are more attuned during this time, sends us messages through the everyday events and sensations around us. These signs may come in the form of chance encounters, synchronistic events, or even just a sudden clarity of thought that feels like a light turning on in a dark room. These nudges are not loud or forceful. They appear quietly, like leaves drifting down from a tree on a calm autumn day. The key is to be present enough to catch them and trust their meaning. One of the most common subtle signs during the full moon is the sense of rightness that accompanies a particular thought or feeling. You might have a strong pull to call someone you haven't spoken to in years, and though the idea seems random, it carries a sense of certainty that you cannot explain. Or perhaps you feel an inexplicable urge to explore a new opportunity or change directions in your life, even if it doesn't seem practical. This kind of intuitive nudge, though not always based on logic, can lead us towards significant personal growth, much like a river that carves its way through the landscape, gradually but steadily creating new paths. By trusting these inner promptings, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, opening ourselves to new possibilities that might have otherwise passed unnoticed. Another way intuition may express itself is through dreams, especially during the heightened energy of the full moon. Dreams can serve as powerful messages from our subconscious, offering us guidance, warnings, or affirmations. Just as a compass helps us find our way in the physical world, our dreams can help navigate the emotional and spiritual realms. If you dream of an object, animal, or symbol that stands out, it may hold the key to understanding an aspect of your life you need to pay attention to. A recurring dream, for example, could signal an unresolved issue that's begging for your attention. These subtle signals from the dream world provide us with a language that transcends the limitations of the waking mind, offering clarity and direction when we allow ourselves to listen. Intuition also speaks through physical sensations. You may feel a sudden shift in energy when you enter a room or interact with a particular person. This gut feeling, often described as a sense of unease or comfort, is your body's way of communicating with your intuition. For example, you might walk into a meeting room and immediately feel a sense of tension or negativity in the air. That feeling could be your intuition signaling that something isn't right, urging you to pay closer attention. Conversely, if you feel a sense of calm or peace when making a decision, that may be a sign that you're on the right path. These physical sensations are like the subtle vibrations you feel when you touch a stringed instrument. Though invisible, they are unmistakable when you tune in to them. In addition to these personal signals, intuition can manifest through synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that appear to guide us toward a particular direction. During the full moon, these synchronicities often seem to occur with greater frequency, as if the universe is sending us signs to confirm that we are on the right track. You might find yourself thinking about a friend you haven't heard from in years, only to receive a message from them moments later. Or you might be pondering a career change when a stranger casually mentions an opportunity in the exact field you've been considering. These coincidences are more than random. They are like breadcrumbs, leading you toward the clarity you seek. When you notice these synchronicities, take a moment to reflect on their meaning, for they often provide a window into the subtle guidance that is always available to us. Another subtle sign to be mindful of during this period is the sudden shift in your emotions. Emotions, like waves, ebb and flow, but during the full moon, they tend to be more pronounced. If you find yourself feeling inexplicably drawn to a certain idea, person, or action, it may be your intuition nudging you toward it. Similarly, if something feels off or uncomfortable, it's worth investigating whether your intuition is warning you of a potential issue or misalignment. Trusting your emotional responses allows you to stay in tune with your inner guidance system, much like listening to the pull of the tide that guides a sailor's course. Practical full moon ritual ideas. The full moon holds a unique and powerful energy that can be harnessed to cleanse, release, and renew. Like the moon itself, which casts its luminous glow on the world, we too can shine a light on our inner selves, using this celestial moment as an opportunity for transformation. Whether you are an experienced practitioner or someone just beginning to explore moon rituals, the full moon offers a perfect opportunity to connect with your own energy and set intentions that align with the universe. Below are some simple yet powerful rituals that can help you tap into the full moon's energy, allowing you to release what no longer serves you and invite new possibilities into your life. One of the most cleansing and rejuvenating rituals you can perform under the full moon is a cleansing bath. Imagine the moonlight as a gentle, purifying force, washing over you just as a river clears away debris. A cleansing bath with salt and essential oils can help to release stagnant energy and soothe your body and mind. To prepare this ritual, Start by filling your bath with warm water. Add a generous amount of salt. Epsom salt or sea salt works best because salt has long been used for purification, absorbing negative energy and leaving you feeling lighter. You can also add essential oils like lavender, frankincense, or eucalyptus, each with its own properties that help calm the mind, heal emotional wounds, and clear energetic blockages. As you soak in the bath, imagine the water absorbing all your stress, worries, and emotional heaviness, just as the moonlight pulls the darkness from the sky. With each breath, feel yourself becoming lighter, more centered, and more connected to the powerful energy of the moon. Allow yourself to relax completely as the ritual works its magic, washing away everything that no longer serves your highest good. After your cleansing bath, or even before, another deeply transformative practice is writing and releasing intentions. This ritual involves using the moon's energy to clarify what you truly desire and to let go of old thought patterns or habits that may be holding you back. Just as the full moon illuminates the night sky, you can use this time to bring clarity to your desires and intentions. Start by writing down what you want to release, whether it's a limiting belief, a past wound, or a negative pattern that you want to let go of. As you write these things down, imagine that you are clearing away debris from your path, making room for new energy and opportunities. Then, write your intentions, what you want to manifest, moving forward. These intentions should reflect your highest desires and goals, like planting seeds in a garden that you hope will grow under the moon's nurturing light. When you've finished writing, you can release these intentions by either burning the paper, safely of course, or burying it in the earth. If you burn the paper, watch the smoke rise into the sky, carrying your intentions with it, releasing them into the universe to be manifested. If you bury the paper, it's like planting a seed, trusting that it will grow and flourish under the influence of the moon's energy. The act of writing and releasing is a way of surrendering to the flow of the universe, trusting that everything you need will come to you in the right time. In addition to these rituals, grounding exercises under the moonlight are another excellent way to connect with the energy of the full moon. Grounding is a practice of reconnecting with the Earth's energy, which can help you feel more centered and balanced. When you ground yourself, you allow any excess or chaotic energy to flow back into the Earth, where it can be neutralized. Think of it like plugging a lamp into an electrical socket. Just as the lamp needs power to function, we too need to connect with the Earth to recharge and recalibrate our own energy. To begin a grounding exercise, find a quiet place where you can sit or stand comfortably under the moonlight. If possible, remove your shoes and place your bare feet on the earth, allowing the energy to flow through you. Close your eyes and take deep, slow breaths, feeling your body relax with each inhale. Visualize roots growing from the soles of your feet, traveling deep into the earth below. As your roots burrow deeper, feel the stability of the ground beneath you, like a tree that is firmly rooted in the soil. Imagine all of your excess energy flowing down through these roots and being absorbed by the earth, leaving you feeling more centered and grounded. While you are in this state, you can also focus on the moon's energy, imagining it radiating down from above, filling you with light and wisdom. This practice can help you feel more balanced and connected, allowing the moon's energy to recharge and align your body, mind, and spirit. If you're feeling particularly called to deepen this grounding exercise, you can combine it with a meditative practice. As you sit under the moon, allow your mind to quiet, letting go of any thoughts or distractions. focus on your breath, feeling each inhale and exhale flow like a gentle stream. You can also use this time to ask for clarity or guidance, setting an intention for the full moon to help you move forward with more insight and purpose. The combination of grounding and meditation allows you to fully absorb the moon's energy, giving you the space to reflect, release, and renew. These full moon rituals don't need to be complex or time-consuming. They can be as simple as a few minutes spent connecting with the moonlight, or as elaborate as creating a sacred space for deep spiritual work. What matters most is the intention behind the ritual, the willingness to pause, reflect, and engage with the moon's powerful energy in a way that aligns with your highest good. Just as the moon's energy waxes and wanes, we too experience cycles of growth, release, and renewal. By incorporating simple practices such as cleansing baths, writing and releasing intentions, and grounding exercises, we can harness the full moon's power to guide us through these cycles and create space for transformation. Whether you are seeking healing, clarity, or personal growth, the full moon offers us a reminder that we are always connected to the larger rhythms of the universe. By working with this energy, we can manifest our desires and move forward on our paths with greater ease, peace, and alignment. As the full moon casts its bright light upon us, it brings a reminder that we are all part of the same cosmic rhythm, a rhythm that ebbs and flows like the tides of the ocean, urging us to embrace moments of reflection, release, and renewal. Throughout this video, we've explored several ways to harness the powerful energy of the full moon, tapping into its potential for personal growth and transformation. From cleansing baths that purify our physical and energetic bodies, to writing and releasing intentions that align us with our desires, to grounding exercises that help us stay balanced under the intensity of the moonlight, we've learned practical ways to connect with this celestial event. These rituals are not just acts of spirituality. They are invitations to pause, reflect, and become more mindful of our inner and outer worlds. One of the key takeaways is that the full moon offers us an opportunity to reset. Whether you're cleansing, setting intentions, or simply taking a moment to be still under the moon's glow, these practices can help us clear away the clutter, both emotional and physical, and make space for what's next. The full moon invites us to release what no longer serves us, like pruning a plant to encourage new growth. This is a time for reflection, to look inward, to acknowledge our achievements and lessons, and to let go of anything that might be holding us back. But with its intense energy also comes the need for mindfulness. As we work with the moon's power, we must remember that its influence can be strong, like the pull of gravity, and it's easy to become overwhelmed if we don't stay grounded. Mindfulness is key to navigating these energies with intention and care, ensuring that we use the moon's light to guide us rather than letting it carry us away like a strong current. Preparation is another important aspect when it comes to working with the full moon. Like setting the stage before an important performance, preparing ourselves for this energy allows us to approach the experience with clarity and purpose. By setting an intention or taking time for rituals that honor both our desires and the energies of the moon, we invite positive changes into our lives. Even small rituals, such as lighting a candle, journaling your thoughts, or simply meditating under the moon, can amplify your connection to the energy around you. But most importantly, it's the mindful approach that makes all the difference. Just as we wouldn't drive a car without first checking the mirrors or adjusting the seat, we shouldn't engage with the full moon's energy without taking a moment to center ourselves. When we do, we are better able to harness its power to manifest our goals, heal, and move forward with a sense of purpose. As you engage with the moon's energy, remember that this process doesn't need to be rushed. You don't have to have it all figured out in a single night. The full moon is a time for release, but it's also a time for patience and trust. Trust the process, trust your intuition, and trust that the energy of the full moon will guide you toward what you need in this moment. Whether you're working through emotional surges, feeling drawn to revisit the past, or simply tuning into the subtle signs and nudges that show up, take it one step at a time. The energy is here to support you, not overwhelm you. To wrap up, we've covered how the full moon's energy can offer a space for personal healing, growth, and alignment with our true desires. From performing rituals to grounding ourselves under its light, the full moon offers an opportunity to reset, release, and refresh. But as with anything, the key is in the preparation and mindfulness we bring to it. This is your moment to reflect, to become more aligned with the universe, and to set your intentions for the coming cycle. So, as you move forward, take the time to connect with the full moon in your own way, whether through cleansing baths, writing your intentions, or simply sitting in its light, allowing its energy to guide and empower you. Before we go, I want to remind you to take a moment to like, subscribe, and share your experiences with the full moon in the comments. What rituals do you practice during the full moon? Have you ever noticed any signs or shifts in energy? I'd love to hear how you connect with the moon and what intentions you've set. Your insights and stories can help inspire others on their own journey with the full moon. So, share your thoughts and experiences below. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.